guys, this is Brad from Max Rarity bringing you another deck profile. This is a little interesting, so it's actually going to be a Kingdra Ninetales deck. Kingdra, I mean. So let's get started with Pokemon.
Have me here.
Sure. My friend Jared's with me and he's being ridiculous.
I'm here off to the side.
So we're going to start with 4 Horsey. Unfortunately, as it says standard, and this is post-rotation, we are using the Water Arrow Horsey instead of the Bubble Horsey from Primal Clash. It's also a little bit cuter. See that? See it? Look at him. So cute! Makes you want it, right? No, I want one. We're doing 2 Kingdra. Oops. Let's get that over here a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
I'm fine. Then we have 4 of the new Kingdra. King of the Snipe with Brine. We have 2 of Vulpix. These are the Beacon Vulpixes, by the way. And then we have 2 of the Luminous Barrier Ninetales. Then we have 1 Tapu Fini. And we have 2 Tapu Lele. So that will be our Pokemon lineup. Then, now on to our supporters. So our first supporter we're going to bring you is, we have our Skyla. 1 Skyla, 1 Ranger, 1 Pokemon Fan Club, or Bridget. That's really your playstyle. I personally prefer Fan Club just because I can pick up a Lele, which can then get me more things to begin with. 2 of these wonderful full art Guzmas. Look at him. He is my boo. I mean boy. Whatever. Shh. 2 Kukui. 3 Sycamore. And then 4 in. Let's start with our items. We have our 4 of Ultra Ball. The lovely, pretty Ultra Balls. We have 3 Max Potion. We have 3 Rare Candy, 1 Field Blower, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 4 Puzzles. So the big thing is, like, some of you may be wondering, why are we only running 3 Rare Candy when we are only running 2 of the Kingdra? Mostly we're running this because of, like, we don't necessarily need the extra rare candy. It's one of those, I took a rare candy out for a Kukui. Is really what it came down to.
So you can have consistency and getting extra damage off using the Kukui whenever you need to get that extra 20 damage, which could make a big difference sometimes in order to get some easy knockouts and 2-hit KOs on Pokemon.
Right. Also, one of the things that you will also find is missing is there are no choice bands. So unfortunately, it's one of those things, we're going for this particular play, the Luminous Barrier, which kind of just slows your opponent down a little bit, as well as the Tapu Fini to kind of not necessarily need those as much. Where you have this Snipe to pick off lower HP things in the background. Then we have 3 Brooklet Hill, because Brooklet Hill is amazing. Then we have 3 DCE, 2 Splash, and then 5 Water. So all in all, it's a very interesting deck. A lot of people do not play it with the Ninetales. I just happen to think Ninetales is a very good choice at the moment. Safeguard's really good right now. Like, there are some decks that, like, you're going to go for that as quick as you can because they have no out. So, like, if you're going against Metagross, for example, it forces them to fight with Metang. Well, you have things that take out the Metang before they get there, right? So, like, they have to Guzma it out and make sure you didn't kill it. Which I personally like. I also like, for example, I like the Tapu Fini because it's a 1 water attacker that you can Guzma into and then get it out there, and then if they don't kill it, with that 1 water energy you can then switch it for something. especially a one prizer that they can't take. That they will have to use a Guzman to get the Tapu Fini to take the 2 prizes. Which really turns, it still will probably turn this into like a set, necessarily probably a 7 card battle to begin with, which is really nice. It's always nice to force them to have to take 6 Pokemon and have to go for 7 prizes. Which I think is really good. Also, I mean, like, you have Lele, and it's Lele, so like, you don't necessarily have to play the Kukui. You could always also, like, cut down a double colorless, cut down an Ultra Ball, maybe, as you do have Beacon, and then maybe run two Choice Band. That's definitely a possibility. Go down to 8 energy, even cut a Water and a DC and an Ultra Ball to then run 3 Choice Band if you need to. I mean, those are definitely cuts that you are able to make, and it not necessarily mess you up in the process. Mostly because you do have Beacon, which is a great first turn attack. Especially with puzzles. You just go, oh, it died. No, it didn't. I got it back. It's all good. Oh, by the way, I got my supporter. We got this.
In addition with, I believe, Rescue Stretcher is in there.
Yes.
You can also use that to quickly recycle Pokemon. For example, if you have a Tapu that dies early on, a late game Rescue Stretcher with a puzzle, or just a puzzle to bring it back to the hand for a Guzma to end out the game is very nice. To be able to do late game and have that option.
For
In addition to be able to cycle Ninetales, like you said.
Well, I mean, the good thing is, like, you have Brooklet Hill, so all of your Pokemon are water, except for 2. So, like, you're only really searching for Seadras, Kingdras, Ninetales, and Tapu Lele. So really, like, and when you're beaconing for some of them, like, it forces them to end really, really early, which is really nice. So, here's my deck profile for the Kingdra list. I may actually kind of cut the Kingdra down to then run more Ninetales, or maybe even fit in an Octillery. Maybe even take out a Horsey in the Kingdra to then run a 1/1 of Octillery. That's also something that you could do. Or even up the Ninetales to make it a 3/3 of each. Kingdra and Ninetales. Just because really when it comes down to it, Water has a really good matchup to anything right now, because you're going to be running, most of them run Vulpix, even if they only run it as a one-of. But now they have a card that in some matchups is an auto-win. Metagross Sokoleo, you will auto-win if you put that Ninetales, just go, here's this Ninetales, I have nothing else to do, I win. Like, I used 1 Lele, you got 2 prizes, and I slow rolled you to death. Because I literally drew and passed every single turn to make you really angry. And obviously, you have the Splash energies to then add some of your Pokemon back, which obviously is really good, so that you're not necessarily losing them. So then when you Rescue Stretcher 2 back in, you already have those in hand to then go, Brooklet Hill, this. No, it's already back here. So it's definitely really good to set up some things, which is really nice. So tell me about the list, comment on it, share, like, and subscribe. And may your lives be as max rarity as my decks. Have a great day.